Welcome to Mommy's the Chef, and today we're gonna make queso fundido. Keep watching. So I'm warming up some cast iron pan, and I'm gonna take some beef chorizo. You can choose whatever you want you like. I usually get a homemade one, but I couldn't find the guy. And this one's just Cacique. So I'm gonna cut that open. But I don't have any oil on my pan because this chorizo already has a ton. That's why I like using that guy, because it's so lean. All you get is meat and spices. So I'm browning my chorizo, and once it's brown, I'm going to remove all the fat. And I'm making a pretty traditional queso fundido. And this originated in northern Mexico, but I'm just going to add a little touch of Mommy's chocolate. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm roasting a poblano chile, and poblanos are very sweet. Sometimes sometimes you get a little spicy one, but usually pretty sweet, and they're really flavorful. I really love them. If you want to skip this step, you can use some Ortega chilies, and they come already deveined and already cooked. But I think this gives it a ton of flavor. So I'm just roasting it, and I'm gonna blacken because the skin of this pepper is really tough. So you want to remove that. So we're just gonna roast it right on top of the stove, and then I'm gonna pop it in a bowl. And once it's completely roasted, I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap, and that's going to steam the skin, okay? And after the skin is steamed, I'm going to remove it, okay? So you want to take out your chorizo and set it aside. Okay, so I took out my chorizo, and I took half of an onion, and it's pretty finely chopped, and 1 clove of garlic, and it's finely chopped as well. So we're going to add those, saute for about 5 minutes. Until the onions are translucent. And then I'm going to add my peppers. If you don't have an open flame, put them on the broiler in your oven, okay? And I'm using Manchego cheese, and this has a really good melting temperature. If you don't have Manchego, it's made by Cacique. I just bought it at Bonds. Use mozzarella. Mozzarella is great, or maybe Gouda or something like that, okay? See the steam that formed? And that's just going to make it super easy to remove the skin. Look how fast that is. So just rub it through. It's kind of warm. Really warm, actually. And I'm going to rub it, maybe run it through water a little bit. And then I'm going to remove the seed. If you want to use gloves for this, but I don't think it's very spicy at all. And then chop this guy. I'm going to make sure I remove everything, chop it, and pop it in my onions, okay? So I chopped my chili. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, or maicena, to my cheese. And make sure you mix that really well. And this is how typically you would make a French fondue. And I'm going to use the same process and add a little bit of wine to my chorizo mixture, okay? So my onions are done cooking, and I'm going to add half a cup of white wine. Chilean preferably. And this is actually Sauvignon Blanc. And let that, you want the alcohol to evaporate because you don't want to taste the bitterness of it. You just want the sweetness. That's why I add wine. And you can also add beer. So that was just half a cup, okay? And that's just going to deglaze all the juices from the chorizo and the onions and the garlic. And you can smell it when the alcohol is evaporating. And it takes like a couple minutes. Like maybe a minute, not too long. I think it's done. Let me try it first. Still there. Let me go a little longer, okay? And that was one total of 1 cup of wine, white wine, okay? So now we're gonna add our cheese, our queso, and we're gonna melt that little puppy. And you can do this if you're using a cast iron pan. You can actually melt it in the oven. But actually, I think it melts better on top of the stove. So melt this puppy away. Oh my god, this is so magnificent. So I'm gonna add our chiles. So good. Let that make everything yummy. Oh my god, look at this. So good. This is heaven, like seriously. Super good. Once it's melted, I'm gonna add my chips. Oh my god, check this out. This is heaven, like seriously, it's so good. Now we're gonna add our chorizo. I'm gonna turn it down because I don't want the oils to separate. And add our chorizo. Chorizo is fully cooked again. Oh my god, this is heaven. And served with flour tortilla. Traditional is actually served with a flour tortilla or tortilla chips, but whatever you like. Thank you for watching. Try to subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Ciao.